Hello, this is Damon Pie, and welcome back to Risk of Rain. So, it's been quite some time since my last recording. I think about 3 days, or something like 12 hours of gameplay. I have played quite a lot of this game since then, and as you can see, I've unlocked quite a lot of characters. I have not yet beaten the game. Turns out this game is really hard, really hard. I've gotten to the last boss once and got instantly killed by him, and that was after about an hour's worth of time getting there. So I think that this is going to be a long-term project to even get close to beating this, but I'm going to keep going and see how quickly, well, I'm just going to see if I can actually do it, type of thing. So, not only do I have these new characters, I also have a bunch of new artifacts. But I've realized that these artifacts are more, as they say on the tooltips, they're more alternate game options, which I'm... I was thinking to myself, I just want to beat the game first, and then go on to, maybe try these things out, because some of these are really overpowered. Like this one I got, basically allows you to get any item that you want when you come to a chest, and it just makes the whole game not as much fun, in my opinion, at least not for a original playthrough. The hardness of the game is something that makes it fun. Anyway, I'm going to probably do a playthrough for each of these new characters, but I'm going to start with the one I enjoy the most, which is this guy, who is awesome. He's basically, and I'm just going to start here, he's basically he focuses on dots, which, if you don't know what that means, is damage over time. So all of his attacks, even this thing right here, I'll show you, it damages over time. But using this is AoE, and it'll just makes you run faster, and it'll do damage to anything in there. And what's one of his coolest abilities is this, which is another dot, but it will spread to other enemies, which is awesome. So you can just jump up, run around, getting close, do some damage, jump out of the way, do that, got out of the way again. He's just a really fun character to play, and he's the one that I've gotten the furthest on. I mean, he's a bit squishier than the character we played last, but he makes up for it by his maneuverability and his, you don't need to be in the thick of things to take guys out. So I'm going to see how far I can get with this guy. Hopefully pretty far. This is actually my second time trying to record something with this character. I had some issues with lag. Well, not with lag, what am I saying? With frame rate. And I looked online, and it turns out that Fraps, which is my recording software, has issues with frame rate sometimes with certain games if you are recording to the same driver as your as the game that you're playing is on. So I've managed to procure a portable external hard drive, and I've been using that and had no issues. Because it's about 225 gigabytes or something like that, I'm gonna be able to do a large amount of recording with no issue, which is awesome. So I'm basically just gonna record this all in bulk, see how far I can get, and yeah, play for 5 hours and put it up over 12 weeks. Yeah, so my previous recording, I'm looking back on it, and after learning a bit more about the game, I've realized that there were some things I've said which were not entirely true, less because of me intending them to be, and more just because I hadn't played the game enough to realize. So I'll see if there's anything I can kind of clarify. But again, I'm not an expert at this game just quite yet, so there still might be some things that I'll miss, but we'll get to that as we get to them. You'll notice that there's a bunch more characters, a bunch more monsters out here than there were for the last game. I realized with artifacts, it just doesn't make the game as what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as enjoyable to play the game when you have this basically this handicap type thing. making the game easier. And it is a lot easier when you have just a single character, because you can just use a single strategy in fighting them. So yeah. We right now are looking for the teleport, as per usual. I've thought a bit more about how best to play this game, and there's definitely a big ratio. There's the most, well, how do I want to say this? The ratio between how much time you want to put in going around farming items and how fast you want to get between levels varies from level to level. So as you get further in the game, at the beginning at a time like this, you really want to not be doing what I'm doing right now, which is wandering around killing wherever you can, and just find the teleport as quickly as possible, getting a few items as you can, but the aim of the game mainly is to find a teleporter and just get out of there. When it gets to later levels, especially when you get in, like when you're like 45 minutes in and you just run out of difficulty levels, you can just take your time a lot more, just because the game is so much easier. That's not what I meant. The game is so much. It's going to be hard anyway, basically. So there's no real point in not taking your time and being prepared, because the game's just not going to get any easier, and not going to get any harder either. So let's grab this chest. That is a new drop I recently unlocked by finding the scavenger, and there's the teleport. I don't think I want either of these. This one's decent. This one will, whenever you attack, will drop down dynamite. This one will, I think I've had that before, will drop healing chunks whenever you kill something. I think I might just get the question mark just to see if I can get something cool. That's pretty nice. We have one of those, so that doubles the radius, I believe. I don't think it doubles the healing or the buff, but it doubles the radius. But yeah, I want to see how many new items I can get, just because it's, some of them are going to be awesome. I want to find them out. So this boss is probably the easiest boss, to be honest. He doesn't actually damage you directly. Only his lovely things damage you, and those can be pretty easily avoided just by running away. So I can just sit here and do this, and as long as I duck out of the way of those things, I can just sit here and whirl away on it. The only thing is that the mobs that are spawning up pretty something I want to avoid. They're not too dangerous at this level, but if I'm not careful, they can be a bit bother. Nice thing about this guy's abilities, there we go, got an item from that, which is always nice. This guy's abilities is they work on bosses too, which is pretty cool. Let's just take those guys out. And let's see, we've got another 30 seconds or so until we need to move on. And we have a buttload of money. So I'm going to go jump down and see if I can find some items. If you see right here, this is where another, where an artifact is. You have to be able to jump over to there, which I think you can jump up from the top and get there. And then you have to have an ability which breaks through there. You get there, and don't remember which one it is, but it's probably one of the easier ones to get, to be honest. All you need is some sort of explosive, which you can get with the character we played before, which I cannot remember the name of. One thing I did say last time, which was a bit mistaken, is that while these levels do remain largely static, it's a lot less static than I had any idea of at the time. There's huge things that can change. Like I think I said last time, bridges. There's a level with a huge bridge that can just not be there. It spans across the entire level, and sometimes it's not there. But there's also things like sometimes say this wouldn't be here. There wouldn't be a little way for you to get through here. Or something as different as that. And sometimes even the artifacts won't be there. I don't remember if there's anything over here. I think this is... oh, there's two of these. These things are actually pretty annoying, simply because you can waste your entire stockpile of money on them without getting anything. I'm gonna try this one first. Oh, that's a decent one. rapidly running out of money, like I said. These things can drop a maximum of 2, and I'm out. 2 items, so it's generally a better idea to go and find chests and things, just because you're more likely to, the odds are you're going to get something better, even if you can only get one item as opposed to 2, you're more likely to get 1 as opposed to nothing, which can more often not happen. At least that's just the way I see it. See, this is a part of the level which would normally, I don't know, normally, sometimes you can get through here quite easily, because there's a little gap there. But instead we're going to have to go up here and run around and take out the last of these guys. Yeah, the range on, what is it called, Pestilence? Epidemic, is actually pretty freaking long. So you can infect something way down here and still get these guys up here. The only problem is that it does take a second for it to work, which can be problematic if you just want to get up here and kill something. So let's see. Is there a guy? Oh, okay, I thought I saw a monster over there, which would be problematic because there's no way for me to go over there. Okay, so let's continue on. Almost done with this. 5 more enemies. Another thing about those flags, as I've learned, is that their effects don't stack. So you really don't want them to be super close to one another. You want to kind of spread them out, because being in the middle here, you're not going to get double the effect. You're going to get the same effect. See, I get 4 healing now, my speed does increase one way or the other. And we're going to have to just leave, even though we have 300 or so money. Doesn't matter, because it all takes some experience at the end. Okay. Now this is interesting. I believe normally there is a crack on the ground. I think I might have shown it last time. It might have been one of my failed recordings, but there's normally a crack right here which you can jump down and get another artifact, but that doesn't seem to be there this time, which is interesting. I've actually never not had it be there, so I'm not sure if there's like a difference in how likely something is to show up. Like, I feel like there's some things which are always like that, but that just might be like luck or what have you, or just be the odds. Because I've never not seen that thing there. But oh, there's a thing. Let's get some money and spend some time farming that. Let's go like that. Just let them slowly disease and debilitate themselves. There we go. There is one artifact which I found was really fun to play with, and I might actually use it at some point. Especially, it's really fun with this character. Actually, it's one that when you or an enemy takes more damage, the more damage you or an enemy takes, the faster they move. So you can get down to like 10% health, and you'll just be sprinting along. And it just makes it really fun just to sprint around, putting down poison, running after these guys. Try not to die there. But again, it's an artifact, and it's not inherent to the actual game. These guys are really annoying on this character. And these guys aren't too bad, but we have enough monies to buy this. Do I want to buy this? Or I'm going to get that. I think I can do both things, don't I? Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's get that. Let's use these guys up. Fit down some more of those, and I'm just going to leave them to melt. Well, there's another chest here, so might as well just farm these guys. It definitely feels like, oh sick, that's a good possibility flag. It definitely feels like different minions drop more gold. And I don't just mean like the special ones, I'm almost certain that the special ones drop more. But I think that these big guys drop more than the small guys, just because they're seen as a bigger threat. That might be wrong though. There we go. And we have enough for another thing. That was painful. Let's go up here. And so we have fireworks, we have snow globe, and we have spikes. Fireworks come out of chests. When you open them, this randomly freezes mobs for over 7 seconds, and this one which we're going to take makes you have an AoE around you, which is the best one in my opinion. So anything over here? Nope. Let's run over here. Nothing. We'll just jump down. Nope. And not get killed by this guy, or get killed by him. Okay. If you see this thing right here, this is actually where we originally teleported in. So if you see something like that, if you pay attention to where you teleport in, some levels have that, other levels have different looking, what you want to call them, anti-teleports, I suppose, something like that. Let's do that. Do we have enough gold yet? Be careful not to die. Another war banner. It's really awesome when these things start to stack up, because after some items are just insane when they stack up. I don't think Warframe's the most insane one, just because it just increases the radius, so it's pretty cool, but it's not amazing. These electric guys are really annoying. I can't get too close to them without dying. I'm just going to keep going. He is almost dead though. Okay, there we go. Killed him. Okay, let's go. We are already at hard difficulty. Oop. Let's jump up here. There's a teleporter. I'm just gonna run and grab that. Yeah, actually talking over this stuff is making me go a lot slower than usual. I'm usually just sprinting towards the teleporter by this time. Let's see what boss we get this time. We're still on the 2nd level, so I don't think we'll get any. We'll just get more. Who's probably... Oh! We get fucking 2 of them. What? This is amazing. That's because we wait, because it's hard. So this is another case where you really do not want to wait till hard. This is one of the hardest bosses, and we've got 2 of them. Well, the hardest. I mean, they're not even the hardest, like, low-level ones. They're just straight-up hard. This is going to be hard. We will almost certainly die here. That was our item going out. So let's try to not die, please. I'm not sure if I should just be avoiding these guys or trying to kill them, because there's just going to be buttloads of guys spawning. Let's just disease them if we can. This feels like a decent place for us to run, but that might just be because we haven't anything spawning us yet, and we are now starting to get things spawning on us. We really can't afford to take any damage here. You know, I just realized something. We don't even have the freaking music on. That's too loud. That's too loud. This is a really annoying option menu thing. There we go. Okay. Ow! No, no! Okay. I turned the music off to listen to my own music, and this is going to be painful. Don't you dare! Oh. Okay, well, yeah, at least you have that giant healing thing in the middle. Not that it's going to help us whatsoever, and we're dead. Okay, see, that is one of the point in case is why you don't want to wait until hard difficulty to get to this level, because you will die horribly. We were not prepared for that. I think we could have handled it, but yeah. Okay, well, we're just about 16 minutes, so it's a good place to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed. Oops. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to, and there will be more coming very soon. There will not be as long of a pause this time. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.